everyone. Sorry for the delayed. Sorry for the delayed start. So here we are with match day 3 of the 2026 Community Team Cup. The tonight teams or Seeds Gen-X Racing taking on Amigos Racing Team. You'll see the track is Sardinia Road A, layout in the Ferrari 296. Fuel is 3, tyre usage or tyre is 3, management pits up to 2, initial fuel is 70 litres, where with a 6 litre a second refuel rate. Weather starts off reasonably sunny with a bit of cloud, more and then brightening up towards the end. All available racing tyres are available and all are required. So just resetting the room. So driving tonight, we have for Gen-X, my name's Jeff, Dan98, Zalo Boy, Kodu, Grim 88, and our newest team driver, Nightwolf. Driving for Art is DG CJ MR53, DG Honey 61, Kyle Zane Drums, Art, Ulman Olsen 84, Matt, and BG McBeard. So just waiting for the show ahead from the race director to get quite underway. It's a one-stop format, or one-shot format, I should say. Ooh. Is the sound okay, everybody? I don't think I'm getting any sound through. Yeah, I'm just trying to sort that out. I'm not sure why. Bear with me, everybody. So now, man, I think we finally have sound. Apologies, everybody. We've got game sound now. Let's our Gen-X. Brilliant. That's what you get when you try and be a host and streamer at the same time. Trying to get everything sorted. Okay, so we're going to shift off now with qualifying. Good luck to both Gen-X and Indigo's racing team. Let's just check everybody is ticked in who's supposed to be. Yep, okay. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel also. Racing. Music switch back to the pit. That's somebody else there. Okay, we have Michael for Gen-X Racing on his outlet. The qualifying regulations are the same as for Gen-X GL3. It's one short qualifying, one outlap, and then one short seated. Time lap. You are about to pull your time lap. If you make a mistake, that's how we should do so before the end of the lap. As soon as you cross the line, that is it. Your qualifying is over. That's it on the outlap. cleared. Also for arms. We're in for Gen-X. This is AMR. Shit, actually, like, we can see how this lab is going. Circuit looks innocuous, but it's actually quite hard to get right, usually, and carrying speed. That sets at 142.499. B for arts. Horse is lap meters from the line. Karim throws pole now for Gen-X at 142.405. Maybe we got out on track. Redraw. Jeff. Gen-X. Also and Jeff. Awards says lap also. Our game drums is purple. Gen-X 123, but Arts has yet to post a valid time. Hello, Tyson. Charge game drums is up by 2.5 tenths. Carries your speed through that corner. I'll take pole for Amiga's racing team with a 141.7. Dawson, also for Amiga's racing team. Ooh, should be stopping in the pit lane. Currently we have Cargo Engines for Art in pole, followed by CG MR53 in pole, Karim for Gen-X in third, Nightball for Gen-X in fourth, Cody for Gen-X in fifth, and we're waiting for the rest of the drivers to complete the flying lap. G20 comes over with a 141.891 and goes into third. 2.84 secure into 6th position. Goes to his finish. Sam is back out on track. Into 6th position. And track still is Owen Dawson. Matt Tyler Boy starting flying lap. And Jeff still the 7th time, so 2 left for Arts and 3 left for Gen-X. 2 goes to time. Set. Tail out on exit. So this will be the last lap for the people who are still out on track, whether they like it or not, as time has run out. That is outside, here comes Celebrate, keep that in. So 142 runs record to third. Excellent. Excellent qualifying for Balaboy, and Jeff comes across the line to go second. Fantastic last effort. Jeff missing pole by 0.05 of a second. Racing for the qualifying time. Roll on to finish. So, qualifying is over. We have 4 on pole position, 5 James James for Art to the 141.777. The next, my name's Jeff, in second with a 141.827, 500 behind. DJ MR53 for Arts, Salaboy in 4th for Gen-X Green in is for Gen X, Nightmare for Gen X in 6, the McBeard Arts Can with a 143.8888 for Gen X, OMD Jolson for Art with a 143.0, Cozy for Gen X with 143.1, and Matt and Ginny rounding out the three for Amigos Racing. This racing for a I have to reset the grid manually. Racing for everybody to sit back in. Here is the race format. Sits in, so let's set the race. So get some light and subscribe. So just waiting for the race director to give us the go ahead to start the race. All compounds are available and all compounds have to be used. So we're ready to go. And away we go to both Gen-X and the Amigos racing scene. From the lights. And away we go. So as you've seen, start one of the Gen-X drivers have a slow getaway. Jeff is maintaining second at the moment for Gen-X. So we go to the first corner. A little bit of Azerbaijan. Jeff manages to, come on chaps, manages to drift around the corner. Because he needs to settle down into the race. So Swinny has jumped up from fourth into the lead after those shenanigans. Pulse's Kyle is down to third, and Jeff somehow maintains second place. Beatty McBeard in seventh for Arts, Notebook for Gen-X. In eighth, Matt for Arts in... Sorry, Max has just taken Notebook. Grim is now in 10th. Char is actually got some damage, but none showing on the display. So as we come up to the end of the first lap, we have a Art Ferrari wall coming out of the last two corners. So Art is 1, 2, 3 across the line at the end of the first lap. Somebody's in the pits, so they'll go up to fourth. Sam is up to fifth. Nightwalk is up to sixth. Matt for Art is seventh. We've got a rumble with Matt through the first few corners. In the front side screen for Fred. Let's have a rundown on lap 2. We have James Winnie for Art in first place, running the soft. Pulled out a 1.1 second gap over his teammate Kyle, who was on pole. Looks like we may have some action going on here. Tyler Boy is on the back of CTC MD3. And Kyle, that's it, and evasive action from Gen-X driver behind him. Don't you saw it in the back, and also another Art driver had a synchronous spin. So Tyler Boy is in the toe. Let's see if he can make it work for him, coming down the start finish straight. Managed to get enough ahead to claim the corner. Notebook is up to fourth. Kyle down to fifth after his spin. Matt is sixth. For Art, Jeff is now seventh on the softs. Dan is in the pits, as is Karim. I think both of those started on hard tyres and just one lap to get rid of them. have that rundown that results is interrupted, which is just an action. So Spoonie is now over 2 seconds ahead on the soft tyres. And the battle is still going on for Zalagoy with CJM. See if he can make this one stick. Time after that corner. Also on softs. A mix of strategy for Gen-X. Some touching on softs, some touching on hards. To get the hards out of the way and not close enough again this time. The Nightwolf reinforced 3 seconds back on softs. Also, Kyle is on softs. Matt is on softs. Jeff still on soft. E.G. McBeard a second behind on softs. Edgy Harden 14 seconds behind. Kobe is only 1 second behind for Gen-X in 9th. Karim is on softs but has already used the hard compound, as has Dan in 11th. And Owens Olsen for Migos Racing Team is bringing up the rear. Loses it coming out of the corner on mediums. The closest battle still at the moment is between CJM of Amigos Racing Team and another boy for Gen-X. Can't seem to get enough of the code. He's very close behind. Has a little whistle on the exit. From CTC pushing back at Zalagoy. Zalagoy attempts to go around the outside. See how that works out. PJ goes defensive, basically inside line. Another boy cuts back, gets a nice drive out the corner. Oh, a little bit of contact there. I'm not sure what happened. We should check that on the replay afterwards. Luckily, Zalo had done all the hard work and finally got past. Nightwolf is having a look at at Kyle James Jones. Pressure. Feel they're getting more spread Okay, so June 20 is over 3 sessions as the sun comes out. 3 sessions over his teammate CJM. Players both look reasonably okay. So Art in first session and third, with first Gen-X driver Nightwolf in 4th place. Going for the switchbacks. Of course, he gets a little bit of a hand slapper on the way out, loses a little bit of momentum. 5 seconds back from that battle is Matt for Art. Jeff being another 3.5 seconds back, closely followed by Boy. Again, all tyres are okay at the moment. Suspect everybody's in one lap hard tyres. Remind you that Karim and Zam have already used their hard tyre for Gen-X, stopping after just one lap. And at the rear we have Owen Olsen for Miller's Racing Team. Slightly better on fuel than Nightwolf, and a little bit better on size also. Matt is now 4.5 seconds behind Nightwolf. We had Boy has overtaken Jeff for Gen-X, and Boy has gone purple. Boy's definitely got the pace tonight, unfortunate to his contact as he was going past one of the Arc drivers. Back to Matt. The gap is coming down slowly as Oliver is with Chef along with him. Lee McBeard in 8th. Not sure if I missed a stop there, seems to have a lot of fuel left. Josie in 9th. Sam is in 10th. Karim in 11th. Remember both Sam and Karim have already stopped, having started on the hard tyres. Golson is still in 12th place. We can find some action for you. So Boy has briefly fought Matt. This looks like where the closest proximity of cars are at the moment. So 2 Gen-X drivers counting down this Art driver. To get a fastest turn into the corner. Caliber is ever closer. Red purple again. Tyres are doing very well. And he's pulling Jeff along with them. So this is for 5th, 6th and 7th place. Exit out this corner, which he unfortunately doesn't get. Trying to apply the power a little bit too much, running low on fuel. Stay out for another lap. That's the chef. He's got a little bit more fuel. So 20 the lead has come down a little bit to just under 3 seconds. Fuel and tyres are doing very well. TJMR in second for art, Power Games drums. Red purple in the first sector. Night Wolf hanging on nicely for Gen-X in fourth. Low on fuel, however. Calibre is still harassing Max. Another change for the switchback. Very slow around the corner. Not sure if Tyler's close enough on this lap either. Maybe he's going to the pits, and he does. Check continues. Here's the jets to stop, so lost tyres and the initial fuel load of 70 litres. Hello J-Mac. Medium at in 7th and passed his way back to 8th. Calibre is now out of the pits on hards, so I suspect he will do one lap and drive back into the pits for medium. For him. Bill on softs has already stopped one in 8th, sorry, in 10th. Golson has now gained the place by virtue of Cody making his first pit stop, coming out on medium. There is no pit window, so if you want to drive up until one lap to go, he can do so as long as he uses the hards at the end. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Gen-X Racing channel. So, Genie has now suddenly pulled out a very big lead of 7.5 seconds, and we will have a battle of people, a flurry of action in the pits. 2 Gen-X drivers and 2 ARC drivers in the pits at the same time. CJ went into the pits in second, or third. Comes out in fourth with Billy McBeard having taken the position while CJ was in the pits. CJ comes out on medium. So we'll have the hards to finish on. Sam has come out on the medium, so we'll also have the hards. So has come out on the hards, hasn't it? Has done more than one lap, that surprises me. Nightwalk is back out in second after his pit stop. And we now have Corinne. I see Matt has had a Gen-X driver sitting on his bumper for most of the race. Corinne hit the wall on the exit, unfortunately. Ginger Sweeney is out now into the pits. So is our Rancher. So that is going to promote Beardy McBeard for Arts Racing into first position. Jumped one of his teammates, but not pile game, so Barr comes back out of the pits in first place. Beardy McBeard in second. Ginny Finney seems to have come the worst off, and that flurry of pit stops was the first thing went in and came out in third. Likewise, CJM has lost the place. Sam is now shoved back up into fifth. Gallagher in sixth. Still on the arse and still keep going. There was no pit window Gallo. Nightwalk in on the mediums. Corinne, what's happened to Matt? Currently in 12th position on the mediums as Phil is hanging to the brim. So we now have Art 1, 2, 3, 4 in close proximity. Our James goes into the pits. Beardy McBeard takes the lead. Ginny Finney in second now. Okay, so Sam gets promoted to fourth position. Salo and Noble keeping each other company in fifth and sixth. Still not changing the hard tires for mediums. Nightwalk is currently on the mediums. Hello Leon. Good to see your mate joined the Gen-X League today. Corinne having that further 3 seconds back in 7th. Owen Dawson for Arc Racing in 8th, a further 14 seconds behind. Jeff is catching Matt at a rate of knots, so we'll say is Jeff. And we've had Gen-X driver show to unfortunately have a spin. Travers quickly spottable. Those three are coming from the front of Matt's car. tyres not shipping so well. So looking at the mini map, this is the closest to a battle we have on track at the moment. Pulls a bit, change it is top for mediums. Let's have a full rundown. In first place by almost 4 seconds, GFB for Windows Racing Team. CTM back to the second position that he had earlier. For Art, Plan is now up to third position, 1 more stop to go for Gen-X. Another boy back to 4 for Gen-X, still on the hards. Nightwalk for Gen-X on the medium, so Gen-X crashing the midfield. Grim also from Gen-X Racing. O.M. Dalton in 7 for Art Racing, as is Hurricane Shums. Medium at Beard, Maps, and then we have Jet in Emerald, and Kodu recovering after his win. Dalaguri is in now to fill up his hard tyres. Corinne who sheds his soft tyre. Showing off the scene. The action plan is now 2 seconds behind CJM. Now having a full debut team race for Gen-X. Boy is now overtaken Matt for 8th place. Keeping this all up though. Thinking to the back from Tyler Boy. Rick is a second behind, so Matt is not sandwich. Gen-X sandwich is not filling. Owen Dawson is in the pits. Medium size. Breaks himself, goes up to the marbles, and gives Jeff true opportunity. Well, that has a strip until he burns well. Another runbout. Ginny still in first, 2.5 seconds ahead of teammate CTC Ram is in the pit for his second and final stop, but he relinquishes third place to Michael. He's now become the leading Gen-X driver. Conventions. Take back to fourth place. Beard, 2.5 seconds behind his teammate. Dan comes out in 6th and is on soft tyres now until the end as we move into the third and final third of the race today. Allegory on medium, and second behind that. Matt still refusing to yield to Jeff, so Jeff is in close company again. The team has managed to jump Dawson, who pitted recently. Dawson is in the throw. Not trying to be close enough to listen up though. OD goes very wide. He takes the position. Looking up to the left. Gap between GP and teammate CJMR has come down to just 2 seconds. Nightwolf still hanging on Australia's Rachel. Third position. 17 seconds ahead of Smile for the Amigos racing team. Team is in 5th, and Ram now in close proximity, so we have a couple of close-ish battles going on. Seems to have lifted a little there. I'm not sure whether he thought he may have impeded and unfairly. I didn't see anything, but if that's what you think, Beardy, well done. So we have art races in first, second, fourth, sixth, ninth, and 11th. We have Gen-X third, fifth, 7th, 8th, 10th, and 12th. So let's find some action for you if we can. And it's still coming down between the two art drivers at the front, down to under 1.5 seconds now. Appreciate that, it goes purple. Cap at the front, heading to precinct. Nightport is in the pits for his final stop. He's not much further on tyres, but unfortunately not on the fuel yet. Now takes first Shane Schreiber Honors in 4th place. It's still in Gen-X sandwich, seems to have been in that position the entire race. To be fair, there's done a great job in defence. Coming around with 5 laps to go. for France racing team, coming up with 4 laps to go, so exit the final corner. Logo for Gen-X currently holds the fastest lap of the race so far. The first two have carved themselves basically back to third, almost 30 seconds to our driver James Drums. Dan has fought his way back after being put in the back in the beginning, and appears to be pulling away from Beatty McBeard. Dan on soft tyres and Beatty on medium tyres. Still no issue. Color boy on mediums. Jet in second on mediums. Dawn has not got rid of Matt, who's also on mediums. Noble now on hards. In ninth. Almost 7 seconds ahead of Eric Dawson. Green is just over a second behind Dawson, and Josie is a further 11 seconds back. The two hard drivers in first and second. Fighting good fight in fourth, almost 7 seconds ahead of Beatty McBeard. Alloboy in sixth. Gen-X Resistant back in seventh. Nightwolf now has dropped past Matt, so something must have happened to Matt. We can never see that low on hard tyres. Basically run the side all night. You need to and want to. And then we have Corinne and Cody sticking with it. Well played. Take you back. Now we're going to have a formation finish from these two arch drivers. Or we're going to have our last battle shootout. course, neither has yet to use the house tyres. Close with this transfer. I think this transfer to be in the lead. Obviously, having been shredded when reduced. Completely forgot they have to use their hard tyres. As we are into the final lap, Finney has put his foot down and is pulling away from teammate Kyle James Shrums, who has overtaken CJ MR. Say with the leader off the finish line for a victory for Mark. Came over the line, the 1, 2, 3 for Art Racing Team. Well done. Followed by Sam in 4th. Good effort, Sam. Billy McBeard for Art Racing Team comes in 5th. Good followed by Zalo Boy, comes in 6th for Gen-X. Jeff comes in 7th for Gen-X. Nightwolf comes in 8th. For Gen-X. Matt just holds up for him for 9th and 10th respectively. Dolphin finishes in 11th. Finishing the race off for Gen-X is Cody crossing the line. So there you go, everybody. Let's make sure we get a copy of the result. Copy of the replay. Okay, let's run through those final results for you. So, victorious for Art Racing was Jenna Quinney in a with a fast lap of 142.6. Kyle James Shrums for Art in 2nd with 142.3. CJ MR for Art in 3rd, rounding out the podium with a 142.6. Sam for Gen-X in 4th with a 142.6. Billy McBeard in 5th for Art with a 142.6. In 6th for Gen-X is Zalo Boy with the fastest lap of the race with a 141.9. Well done, Zalo Boy. Jeff in 7th for Gen-X with 142.0. Nightwolf for Gen-X with a 142.9. Matt for Arts in 9th place with 142.0. Karim for Gen-X in 10th with a 142.6. Art Aaron Dawson with a 142.431. And rounding out the finishing positions is totally for Gen-X, the 142.7. All that remains for me is to say thank you for everybody who spent their evening with us. Well done to everybody who rated, and we will see you